If you've done a lot of practice in the pool and done a lot of practice in shallow water in the ocean, we can transition to more open ocean where there's no rock wall. Keep in mind your safety at all times, okay? So swim where there's a lifeguard and make sure that if you need help, raise your hand to signal to the lifeguards that you need some support. What I've brought with me today, again, is my pool noodle. It's gonna help me float and help me keep secure and safe. And I've also got a pair of trusty goggles. So if I want to put my face underwater, I can, or I can do it with or without my goggles. We're going to get into the ocean, but remember, there could be a steep, dramatic drop-off, okay? So you want to go in slowly to make sure that you've got good footing and that you're not going to slip under the water. So let's head off and enjoy time in the ocean, our very first time in the ocean on the beautiful Waikiki Beach. Spend a little bit of time getting comfortable with the waves crashing on your legs, okay? Look for those sudden drop-offs. The sudden drop-offs happen really quickly. You're going to feel a lot of water pressure as the wave crashes on your legs. Here it comes. Here comes another. Try to get a firm footing before you go in. I'm going to wait for a little break. Once the wave breaks, I'm going to walk in. Again, I just wait for the wave to come so it doesn't knock me over. And then I'm going to walk again. Try to walk quite swiftly and quickly into the ocean. And remember that sudden drop-off. Wait for the wave. After it breaks, then walk. Look for that sudden drop-off. I've got my noodle wrapped around me and I've made it in. I'm just walking through the water with my noodle behind me. So a lot of people have told me that they feel embarrassed to go to the beach when they're not very good swimmers and that they don't want people watching them and things like that. I am in Waikiki on the busiest beach probably in the world. There's people all around me and I'm filming a video, okay, and no one is looking at me at all because everyone's doing their own thing, everyone's enjoying the ocean, and so go for it, have fun. Remember, the more time you spend in the water, the better you'll get, the better and more relaxed you'll become. Learning to swim is truly a gift for life, and being able to enjoy the ocean with your friends and family is just so special. So I've got the noodle behind me. You can see that it's quite deep. Remember that sudden drop off? As the waves come, I'm just floating over the top of them with the support of the noodle. So my feet are on the bottom, but remember, as the wave comes, your feet will actually lift off the bottom because the depth of the water changes, okay? I'm always facing the waves as well so that I can see them coming. And as they come, I actually do a little jump and I push off the bottom so that I can float over the top, okay? It's really, really fun. So watch for the waves. As you see it coming, push off the bottom and over you go. Watching for the waves. As they come, you're going to push off the bottom, whee, and ride them over. So as the wave comes, I'm pushing off the bottom and then my feet are going back down. Pushing off the bottom, feet go back down. Your feet will be completely off the bottom for a short period of time, okay? But as the wave progresses, then the water gets lower again and you'll be able to stand up. So you always want to be looking towards the waves so that you can see them coming. And as they come towards you, you push off the bottom and jump over them, okay? So as it's coming here, I'm going to push and jump over, push and jump over. Your feet will be off the bottom for a short period of time, but then the water will get shallower again and you can place your feet back on the bottom. So here comes the wave, you're going to push and jump over it and put your feet back down. So I'm going to swim out and I'm going to have no feet on the bottom at all, but of course I've got my noodle. So just have a look at this technique that I'm using with my legs to keep above the water. But really, you don't even have to move your legs at all because you will float there with this noodle, okay? But you can gently move your legs, and I'll show you this technique in a little side video. So it's obviously very different to the pool because you might find that the ocean water stings your eyes a little bit more. It's quite murky, like it's not clear. You can't see crystal clear under the water, even though it's a beautiful, clean beach here, okay? So if you go underwater, you'll see what I mean. I'll take the GoPro underwater. I'll take the GoPro under and you'll be able to see what I mean. So you can't really see that well underwater, so you might want to wear goggles, and that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to put my face under the water and I'm going to kick out a bit further. Coming up for a breath. Noodles back behind me. My feet are off the bottom completely. My legs are actually floating. You don't have to move your legs, okay? They're just floating there. If you want to try moving your legs, you can. You can do a little egg beater and check out that angle that I've showed you before. You can have a look at how you perform the egg beater, but you don't have to. Remember, that's going to use energy. Moving your legs is going to make you use energy and you get tired. So you can just float. And as the wave comes over, we'll go over. So you don't even need to move your arms or your legs. You can just float here. It's using no energy at all. I'm watching for the waves that are coming and it's just slowly riding the waves. So much fun. So my feet are off the bottom now, but I'm just sort of floating. I'm not moving at all. I'm just lying back. Okay? Just lying back. You're actually far more buoyant in salt water than you are in pool water. So you'll find that you will float really, really easily in the ocean. If you use your legs one way, that'll make you move over. Just use one leg and move, you'll move over. If you use the other leg, you'll be able to move around. Always looking out for the waves. Just floating. Having a great time at Waikiki. Here comes a little wave. I can't touch the bottom at all. Okay, I'm just floating. So I'm going to put my goggles on because that might help with visibility, and it might also help with the discomfort that the salt water happens to have on your eyes, or you might be fine with the salt water on your eyes. It's just going to be your personal preference. So goggles on, and I'm going to put my face under, see if I can see some little fish. I kind of would explain it like being a little bit foggy underwater. Okay, you can see it's just a little bit foggy underwater when you put your eyes in. Actually, the deeper that you go out, the clearer the water actually gets. But of course, I want you to always stay within your comfort zone and don't push yourself outside of limits that you're not comfortable with. And remember, if you need help, just signal to the lifeguards. And our other rule is always stick with a buddy, stick with your mate to stay safe always. Remember, if you're floating, you're not using up any energy, okay? So it's really relaxing, it's really calm. If you start moving your legs or your arms, that's when you're going to start to be using energy. You'll notice that once you're past the breaking of the waves, the water's actually really relatively calm, okay? So you're not really needing to worry. You are going up and down, of course, as the waves come in, but it's smooth and it's gentle. The hardest part probably about the Learn to Swim journey is going to be getting back into the beach, okay? So making sure that you time it with the waves that are coming, okay? Because you don't really want to get knocked over by one of the waves. But if you do happen to get knocked over, remember that it is taking you in towards the beach, okay? So it will be taking you to shallow water. So just hold your breath, right yourself and stand up. That's my recommendation. Never panic, okay? You will be able to recover. As long as you've had lots of practice recovering in shallow water and in deep water outside of the ocean, you will be fine. You've got those skills there. You've been practicing them all the time. So you want to wait for a little lull in the waves. So a lull meaning that there's not many sets coming through. And that would be a pretty good time for beginners to head back in to the sand. Now, keep in mind, don't panic. You want to go with the wave, okay? So stay calm, be relaxed. If you feel yourself getting pushed back a little bit, that's completely natural. You just want to run with the wave, go with the wave, and it'll take you back into the beach. Okay, so try to time it. Look out for the wave when it's coming. You're going to put your face in and kick into the beach. So we can put our feet on the bottom again and we can just slowly make our way back in.